Hey guys, welcome back to Ironhead Cards. Today I wanted to kind of do a little episode about some of the various tools that you'll use if you're starting out in the sports card collecting hobby like I have. There are card sleeves, there are top loaders, there are card savers, there are mags or magnetic holders one touches, and there are thicker card sleeves, and what's the difference between this and that, and when to use this and that. So for starters, I'll just kind of get started on the very base level. Card sleeves, also known as penny sleeves. You know these things are the things that if you have something that is considered a hit or a good card, you'd probably sleeve it up first. So one thing to really take note of is there are a lot of different brands. Some of the brands you'll see here that I kind of use are Ultra Pro, simply because Ultra Pro is something that you can find very easily at your local Target or Walmart. You could order it online directly from Ultra Pro. They're a great brand, but there are a lot of other great brands out there too. For card savers are made by a company called Cardboard Gold, and they are very good too. So I'll get to card sleeves in just a second, but let's start with the card sleeves. Okay, so what is the difference between this guy and that guy? Okay, so I'll tell you just to begin with that this guy on the left is right here. I found this guy at Walmart, and I find it at Walmart pretty regularly, and they're pretty cheap. It's probably about $2 or $3, and I think this is like 100 packs. So, it sounds like a pretty good deal, and it's pretty readily available. This guy, which is also this, I found this 500 pack of this guy at Target, and you get this 500 pack for about $5.99. So let's start with this guy over here from Walmart. Do not get this guy. Okay, so you're probably asking, what's the difference between this and that? So this one with the kind of the baseball card and the logo with the green, it says holds standard card size 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. Okay, now that is the size of a standard card. However, these sleeves are pretty much exactly 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. So basically, cards that fit into this guy come in really tight. It'll still fit. It's just that it's kind of one of those things. If it's in a sleeve here, if you need to take it out, you have to be really careful taking it out, just because it's gonna fit on it like a glove. These guys, which cost basically the same, and like I said, you can find these guys, especially in the 500 pack at Target. But these guys, it says holds standard card sizes up to 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. So you're probably wondering, what's the big deal of 1/8 of an inch? Well, it is a huge deal. So I'm going to go ahead and show you with a little demonstration. From our last poll, we did not have a lot of really great hits. So I got a Antonio Gates Prism from the first box I opened, which was I had a cello pack and then a blaster of Panini Prism Football 2020. So this is our Panini Prism 2020 football Antonio Gates base card. So let's go ahead and try to load him up in one of these Walmart available premium card sleeves with the green with the green that's on the packaging. Again, 2 1/2 by 3 1/2 is what it says on the size. So let's go ahead and get this guy in here, and you kind of have to wiggle him in. It's catching that corner. Hold on, we'll get in. We'll get in eventually. Oh my gosh, there we go. He's in. And he's in, and it fits, as you could see. It looks like there's a little space on either side, but it was not very smooth or easy getting into that guy. So let's go ahead and take him out, and again, it's a little bit of a tight fit coming out as you fit your fingers in, and it'll come right out. Now let's try it in one of these sleeves that just says card sleeves, but the number, as you can see, holds up to 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. Let's see what the difference that 1/8 of an inch makes when it comes to sleeving up a card. So I grab two. Okay, and very simply we just do this. Oop, I missed. Let's just do this, and we're in. A little bit more space on either side. No fuss, no muss. If we need to take him out, we just reach in, and he comes right out. And to give you a visual kind of representation, this is the one that is 2.5 by 3.5. This is 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. Let's see if I could get it close enough to the camera. If we line it up, okay, so we're even on the left. You can see that 1/8 of an inch right there on the right side. That makes all the difference in the world. Trying to get a card in and out of a sleeve. So definitely, as I was saying, do not buy these guys from Walmart. These are or if not Walmart, I'm not trying to trash Walmart, but they sell them. But if you find these anywhere else, 2 1/2 by 3 1/2, that's not what you want. I assume that size probably fits like Pokemon cards or maybe Magic cards that might be a little bit like less wide than regular sports cards. You want the ones that say 2 5/8 by 3 5/8 on the 500 pack. On the 500 pack, it says that right here. It says it's confusing on the 500 pack because it does say 2 1/2 by 3 1/2, but then it says sleeve dimensions of 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. As long as you see these numbers right here, you are good. Because I opened this guy up and I took a few out and I tested them, and this is the same as this. Basically, I think if you see the catcher guy where it just says All Star with no green, and as long as you see in the 2 5/8, 3 5/8, you are good. So get these card sleeves and not these. I think these are for different cards than sports cards. So now that we're past sleeves, let's go ahead and put that on the side. Let's get to top loaders versus card savers. So let me go ahead and sleeve this Antonio Gates back up. It was so easily. There we go. Okay, so with old Antonio Gates, when does he deserve a card saver and when does he deserve a top loader? Okay, so the only kind of reason I kind of have bought some card savers and I learned about what card savers are, I watched some PSA collector and he was kind of explaining like, hey, when you submit to PSA, they like to have them in card saver ones. That way, they're very kind of easy in and out. They can protect the card. And it's an easier way for them to process cards at PSA when they're grading them for you, as opposed to a top loader, which is a little more protective and a little bit more of a pain in the butt to kind of get the card out of. So I'll go ahead and just kind of show you real quick. So to me, for me, if I pulled a really nice card, if I was intending to submit it to PSA for grading, I'd put it in a card saver 1. If I was just thinking of, hey, I'm just going to hold on to it for myself, maybe I'd grade it later, but for now I just want to keep it in safe storage, I put it in a top loader. So one thing that I did learn from PSA Collector, again, check out all his videos, he's really great, is that if you are going to load something to a card saver, submit it to PSA, one thing that is helpful probably for the grader is to kind of give them a little kind of tag for them to easily pull your card in and out. He showed, all you gotta do is take an old handy dandy post-it note. I'll take out my fancy blue scissors, and then just cut a little strip of post-it, and then our card is already in the sleeve here, so we'll put it in there like that, and then as you load it in your card saver, which will be a pretty tight fit, but it will get in there easy. Card saver 1, we just kind of push him in there, so he's in there. Sorry, kind of wonky, but there we go. Oh, still wonky. All right. So Antonio Gates is in the card saver 1. If I'm a grader at PSA and I receive this card from Steven and I'm going to grade it, it's helpful that, they could kind of just tug on this guy and pull him out that way. And they don't have to get all up in here and, have to jostle it out from a nook and cranny that's in there. So I don't know. Pretty cool tip. I thought PSA Collector shared where it's, you have them in the sleeve, you put them in a card saver, just attach a little, post-it note, little handle there so they could take it out. If I was going to just keep this card and probably not get it graded or not get it graded too much later, I just put it in a top loader, and we just, slide this guy in here like that, push him down, and then you'll see a lot of guys as they load in top loaders just kind of bang it to get them further down in the top loader. top loader keeps it pretty secured. And then you can kind of I don't want to say do with it what you will, but it's pretty well protected in that guy. To kind of expand on top loaders, I found this at Walmart. So sorry for all the bashing I did for Walmart on these do not buy sleeves. Walmart does have a lot of these top loader combo boxes, and these guys have thick top loaders and thick card sleeves. I don't know if you can really see it that well through the case, but there, if you have like memorabilia cards or cards that are just thicker than your standard card, this was a pretty good buy. This is like for very thick cards, for 130 point top loaders, and it comes with 10 sleeves in there. So I always like to have a pack of these handy. I got these at Walmart. I think it was like $6 or $7 for one of these guys. So it's pretty good to have just one of these on hand, just in case you pull a nice memorabilia card, or just a really thick fancy card that needs something thicker than a standard top loader. So another card tool that you'll come across are these things, which were pretty scarce for a while, but these are now starting to come back. I find these at Walmart. I think these are about like $2 or $3, so it's not too bad. These are called one touches or mag loaders or mags. It's a magnetic case right here, so this up here is the magnet. So you just kind of put it in, and it kind of holds it pretty nice and securely. I would put something in a mag loader if, I would say it's something that I'm not planning on getting PSA submitted. Again, PSA submitted, I put it in a card saver and ship it away. But it's something that's pretty darn nice, or, I know it wouldn't get a good grade, so I'm not getting it graded, but I really want to keep it nice and secure. I put it in a mag loader and just keep it away for safekeeping. This is like for your super valuable but not graded cards, probably, a mag loader. These guys were hard to find, I guess, during the pandemic, but I think they're starting to come back in stores. Yeah, highly recommend getting these guys. I bought some screw down ones, and I just don't like them as much as the magnetic ones. I think the magnetic ones are better. So I don't know. I hope this was all a little helpful for you guys. I plan to have some more videos, especially about kind of other things that I've been doing. I tell you, one thing I will do today is I will kind of share some stuff that I've bought recently on eBay, so you can kind of see some of the cards I'm collecting. I don't just pull not great base cards like this from nice boxes. So here are a few things I got in the mail. Let's go ahead and just share some of that. Let's clear out the deck a little bit here. Okay, so as I mentioned to you guys before, I'm a big Saints fan. I've been a Saints fan since I was a kid, since it was before it was popular to be a Saints fan. It's back in the 80s and 90s. So anyway, I like to collect Saints players, and I'll eventually get to collect some older guys. But some of the more recent guys, I definitely like to collect those stars as well. So let's start things off. These first three cards are actually the same guy. So this is a Drew Brees 2020 Mosaic Silver Prism. And I've got three of them. Two of them, these two green ones with the green tape on top, they came from, I think, the same purchase. And then this one I bought by itself. Breeze, one of the greatest passers of all time, was a big time favorite in New Orleans, helped turn things around. I think the city of New Orleans is in a forever debt to Drew Brees and everything he did, but it looks like Father Time has caught up with him, and he's probably winding things down this year. So I kind of wanted to grab some cards of his before he retires. This is the first year of football Mosaic, I believe, so it's, I figured that this would be a good grab. The silver Mosaic, or the silver anything, are really sought after cards among Panini cards, so definitely wanted to get those silvers. I always have trouble pulling them in breaks or pulling them myself, so I just bought these. Wasn't too pricey. I can't remember what I paid, maybe between 10 and 15 bucks for this guy. Maybe these guys were like 20 bucks for the two combined or something like that. I could be wrong. One thing I will say is when you're collecting these mosaics, trying to figure out centering and stuff, I do have kind of a little bit of a strategy on that. So I think this guy, the guy with the blue tape. So this guy with the blue tape right here, if you're looking for centering tips, is judged by the kind of the width of this center line here to see if it matches with this center line over here. And then also on the corners, like you see how right here you kind of have these uh, three silver kind of rectangles hitting the corner at the same point. Well, up here, you kind of have those three silver rectangles hitting the corner at the same point as well. Uh, let's see if I can put my thumb there to help kind of show it. But yeah, kind of one, two, three as it hits the corner. That way, it kind of tells you that things are kind of centered. Also, like you want to measure, see how the white where the bottom of Drew Brees' name, kind of the width of that. It is somewhat similar to the width between the top of the card and the top of the Mosaic label. So it's pretty close. It's not a perfect card, but it's pretty well centered, I'd say. On the back side, to see backside centering, like I was measured by the NFL Shield, the width between the edge of the card and the NFL Shield, and then the width of the right hand side of that Panini logo and the edge. Again, I don't. This card probably isn't perfect, but it's probably as close to even as you're gonna get. Um, so yeah, and you also want to kind of look at again the bottom of where the printed in USA goes to the bottom and how that compares to the top, where it's like the top of the edge to the number 142 top. It's not perfect, but it's about as perfect as you're gonna get. Centering is really hard to get perfect on these cards, but you know I'm hoping to get this graded. Hopefully, something like this gets graded as like a PSA 10. It's definitely going in my grading submission when I do one of those. These guys, one of them looks kind of a little better than the other. If either of these came back as 9s or 10s, I'd probably be happy with that. But I don't know. Definitely kind of collecting Breeze here as he kind of approaches the twilight of his career. But yeah, so got 3 Breeze cards. Oh, you'll also notice with this tape, that's another thing. When you're buying and selling cards on eBay, right, or shipping them around, you see them come in top loaders. Usually they're obviously sleeved within the top loaders, but also make sure to get yourself a roll of some painter's tape. That way it ensures that the card's not going to just slide out when it's shipping or anything like that. And painter's tape doesn't really hurt anything. It's not really a tape that leads in an adhesive layer or something like that. So highly recommend getting just a little roll of painter's tape to kind of seal those top loaders. Okay, let's see, we got 2 more cards I'd like to share. Okay, this one, another Saint, another one from 2020, Mosaic. This is one of my favorite guys, Cam Jordan. He's captain of the defense, approaching 100 sacks for the career. He's one of those guys that's just an all-around good guy for the Saints, and he's a leader of the defense, the city of New Orleans. He gives back for social causes, charities. He is an outstanding guy. He multiple time All-Pro, Pro Bowl. He's a guy that you just have to pull for. Son of a former NFL player for the Vikings. Cam Jordan, really great. Look at this. We kind of look at the centering again. I think let's see. Yeah, got the 3 rectangles reaching the corner on the right side, and then kind of come on up here. We have just about 3. Yeah, just about 3 reaching the top there. Kind of, if we look at our lines here, that looks pretty close to what this is right here. So I'm hoping this gets a good grade. The white space under Cam Jordan is probably a little wider than the space up here. It's pretty even, maybe, when you think about it. But this is a card that, it's pretty rare. It's 1 of 10. So pretty rare getting these golds. This is a gold disco from the Mosaic line. Anything you get gold in a Panini card, it's going to be pretty rare. So a gold disco, Cam Jordan. I think I got this one as a steal on eBay. Hold on. My light went out. Let's see if we could turn that guy back on. Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties. Anyway, but love Cam Jordan. Probably my favorite defensive player in the league. We'll always look to get some of his stuff, and actually recently got a rookie card of his back from 2011 that I'll probably get graded, but hoping this one comes back as a 10. Again, I don't know if the world loves Cam as much as I do, but definitely one for the PC personal collection, Cam Jordan. Last card I'll share with you that I recently bought is a guy that's been in the league for a few years, and I think is a rising star. So he's had a couple big games. I think he might be close to getting 1,000 yards receiving for the year, and this is DJ Moore, receiver for the Carolina Panthers. This is a 2018 Panini Optic, blue prism. Uh, the centering I thought was really good when I saw it online, and it's, the blue borders on both sides look pretty even, and the top looks pretty even with the bottom, like it's pretty darn close. No scratches or anything, so it looks like a really solid card. I think DJ Moore is kind of a rising star a little bit. I think he's, kind of a fast guy that can, go over the middle, be a speedster down the sideline. I like him with Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater, I think, is doing some really nice things with Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel out in Carolina. So, DJ Moore was kind of the guy that I kind of am kind of betting on here to be maybe the guy that kind of makes the next leap. But I think all three of those guys are benefiting from both Teddy Bridge and Joe Brady and that kind of revitalized Carolina offense. The blue optic, this one also a numbered card. I don't know if you could see it. 141 out of 149. So yeah, anytime you could get like a numbered card, in optic or prism, like, or mosaic, and definitely I think that increases the value, I guess, from what I could tell. But yeah, I like this DJ Moore rookie card. I love the way rookie cards look like in optic, the rated rookie line. I think those are really sharp. I've got a few other players that I'll show you guys later. Actually, one of the first boxes I bought myself was a 2017 Panini Optic blaster, and this is when I first started getting into it back in September. And gosh, I probably paid like 70, 89. Actually, no, I think I paid like $100 something for that box, just because I was like, ooh, if I get one of these boxes, I can maybe get a Mahomes. I did not get a Mahomes, but I pulled some nice cards from that I'll probably show you in another video. But yeah, this is a 2018 one. Love the optic lines. I think optic's coming out in a few weeks here for 2020, so definitely gonna hop on that. So anyway, guys, I hope this video was somewhat helpful to you guys. Oh, did my light go up? No, my light did not go off. I hope this video was somewhat helpful to you guys. Again, when it comes to card sleeves, do not buy this one. Buy this one. The one on the left with the green on the label, that's for, I think, smaller cards, not for sports cards. You want this guy where it says 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I will have a box opening kind of coming in the next video. I think the next one I'll probably do is I will probably open that 40 count Mosaic mega box that I got a few weeks ago when I got really lucky at Target. I might open that, and then I also might do some baseball openings just for a quick video. I've got some Topps Update baseball and some college baseball cards up there. So we might do a baseball opening one as well. But yeah, we'll definitely have some more content for you guys coming soon. Thanks again. Please give me a follow and a subscribe and a like of the video. I'll try to produce more of these videos on a regular basis, but this was for the guys that are starting out. Shout out to PSA Collector for the tips on loading card saver ones for PSA. But yeah, guys, I really, really appreciate it. And I think my light did go out. So thanks, guys, and we'll catch you again next time.